Morning. Today marks 19 days since I gave up smoking. Now I bet future Rayna would love to go back in time and thank me for doing this. Hopefully future Rayna is still not smoking. And it kind of got me thinking, if you could go back in time and thank yourself for doing something, what would that be? I'll give you an example just so you sort of follow along a bit more. So here's the example, right? Here in the UK, when you're self-employed, you have to register your own taxes. It can be a right pain in the arse to do, and especially if you can't afford an accountant to help you do it, then yeah, it's not great. But I logged into the online portal yesterday because I started panicking and second-guessing myself, thinking, have I done this? Past Rayna did it like last May and paid for it all, so nice. I haven't got to worry about that for months now. Let me know in the comments if you can think of anything where you would love to go back and thank your past self for something that you've done. I've got band practice. You've always got killer style, Gav.
Yeah, thank you.
You always wear trousers, which I wish I had.
You can get them, man. They're easy to come by.
Working on some new Impilo jams. Proper 90s boom bap vibe.
That's one tasty burger.
As I was saying though, 19 days not smoking now, it's amazing. A lot of that comes down to you guys being awesome with all your support and comments and everything, so thanks for that. Because of that, I did a bit of a Q&A. Murray's looking at me because I'm vlogging in the street. I'm going to do a bit of a Q&A, so I'm going to go back to the office and load up the comments and we'll go through them there. So here we are back at the office. Just a quick note, for those of you that like to stay to the end of the video, I hope you've been spotting those little surprises for you. So make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get into this Q&A. So the first question comes from, we're going to go with Alex Indy. So Alex Indy says, when did you start playing drums? So I started playing drums when I was about 13. Got my first drum kit when I was about 14 or 15, and the rest is history. Andy Allen says, were you in a band in high school, and how do you record your acoustic drum set in your videos? So yes, I was in a band in high school, super embarrassing, like a Blink-182 Green Day rip-off band called Friction 69. I'll try and find my yearbook one day from school, because the centerfold of the book was actually us performing at the school, and it's a bit cringe. As for how I record the audio for the videos, usually my friend Harley helps me as he's a sound engineer, but going forward I'm going to do it all myself with a much more simple setup, so maybe just a kick drum mic and an overhead. And yeah, that's how. I'm going to go more in depth in that in another video. If any of you are actually interested in any of the gear that I use, by the way, there's a link down in the description to all of the gear I use to make these videos, and also the gear I use live. Right, next up we've got John Ace, who says, hey dude, how have you been since you decided to quit smoking? Very well, thank you. It's 19 days now, so coming up to 3 weeks, so thanks for asking. Jody asks, when I played drums, I found that certain styles like jazz and swing were far easier for me to learn and found the timing easier. Do you think that all drummers have a specific style that they're more talented at, or just pick up quicker? Yes and no. Everybody is totally different when it comes to drums. I think people always end up being better at the music they're more familiar with. So if you're someone that's always grown up listening to, say, rap, or R&B and funk and soul, those sorts of rhythms are naturally going to resonate with you, and you have way more of an understanding of the genre, and will just and you will sound like you're just playing that genre, rather than someone who maybe grew up only listening to rock-based genres. then trying to play those beats and sounding like a rock drummer trying to play those beats. So I think the answer to your question is yes, everybody probably has something they find easier, but if you put the work in and actually listen to all the styles of music you're trying to play, it will help your feel and timing. Kieran Lloyd has put, would you rather get a paper cut between your fingers every time you touch paper or bite your tongue every time you eat something? 100% bite my tongue every time I eat something. No way do I want paper cuts. The Other Drummer. It's a long one. Hey man, I love your videos, by the way. I've been watching since around 400 subs. Thank you so much, man. Great to see you've gained a huge following since then, even if it only took one viral video to get there. You got to do what you got to do. As for my question, as a drummer myself, I often find when I want to just get on drums and play along to a track, I gravitate towards certain songs most of the time. I'm sure you find this as well. So what songs do you personally love to play and just jam quite often? So that's a good question. It's been a while since I actually sat down at the kit and actually just played songs that I like. 90% of the time now, when I'm playing, it's either teaching songs or performing songs of my own. So there's certain things I do. Like I have certain drum beats I always gravitate towards. As soon as I sit down on a kit, I always just go for like a because I find that a really comfortable tempo to like get familiar with the kit and jam and warm up. So there's things like that. But as for songs, there's certain songs I love to play, like basically just stick on some Blink or some hip hop, and I just love jamming along to it. I'm going to do one more question. I'm going to find one from my most recent video instead of the community post. So let's see what we've got here. Hannah Elizabeth. I love the office setup, looks nice working space. However, I'm totally stuck at 4 minutes 59 obsessing over those lenses. Any chance of a camera setup and accessories video? I know it's way outside the channel focus, probably very niche, but would watch it 10 times to make up for it. Thanks so much, Hannah. Well, I am thinking about doing a video all about how I make my videos and the gear that I use and everything. Like I said, there's a link to the gear that I use in the description. But guys, let me know in the comments if that is something you'd want to see, and then I'll make it for you. So there we go. Thanks for submitting those questions, everybody. I really appreciate it. If there's anything you'd like me to answer, or if you want to tell me anything, look out for those community posts, and always feel free to comment on the videos and hit me up on my social media platforms, because I'm always happy to chat. Again, a big thank you to everybody who's been really supportive of the whole stopping smoking with all your comments and lovely words and everything. It's going well. Hopefully let's make the next milestone 1 month, and we'll try and do something for that. So I'll see you guys very soon. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, comment down below anything you want to talk about, and I hope you all have an amazing weekend. But as per usual, whatever you're doing today, go out and smash it. So for those of you still watching, it's 24 days that I've stopped smoking when I'm uploading this video. Because of that, if you enter the code 24days onto my merch store, you'll get 24% off. Now it's a first come, first serve, up for grabs code, so make sure to use it as soon as possible and snag yourself some banging Rayna merch and help support the channel. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you all very soon.